We all know LA and New York. When you think of America's drug crisis, those are the cities that usually come to mind. But here's the truth. The cities with the highest addiction rates in the US aren't New York, or LA in fact. It's some unexpected places that hold the most troubling records. According to the latest data released by the American Addiction Centers in April 2025, 3 cities far from the usual suspects have become epicenters of America's drug epidemic. 1 in the Southwest, 1 in the Midwest, and 1, the nation's capital. So which cities are they? And why there? Let's break it down, one by one. City number 1 is Phoenix, Arizona. You might know it for its heat and beautiful desert views. But behind that, Phoenix holds a record it doesn't want. The highest percentage of residents who have ever used cocaine and methamphetamine in the entire United States. The data shows 23.3% of Phoenix residents have used cocaine and 15.1% have used meth. Think about that, nearly 1 in 4 people you pass on the street in Phoenix has tried cocaine. Phoenix's location near the Mexican border makes it a major transit hub for drug smuggling into the U.S. And while national overdose death rates dropped slightly in 2023, cities like Phoenix remain ground zero for the crisis. But Phoenix isn't alone. Nearby Mesa, Arizona, also ranks high for cocaine and meth use. It seems this problem has spread wide across the entire state. City number 2 might surprise you even more. Omaha, Nebraska, far from the big city chaos. Omaha ranks number 1 in both marijuana and heroin use overall. According to the same data, 66.2% of Omaha residents have used marijuana. That's more than half the city. But the more alarming stat is heroin. Omaha ties with Indianapolis for the highest heroin use. 3.4% of the population. What makes Omaha interesting is that it's nowhere near the border like Phoenix. Yet, the American Addiction Centers report states that Omaha has the highest overall drug use rate in America. That means not just marijuana and heroin, nearly every type of drug is found here at alarming levels. Omaha's central location makes it a distribution hub connecting the west and east coasts. That's what makes drugs so easy to access in this otherwise medium-sized Midwestern city. And city number 3 is the heart of the U.S. government itself. Washington, D.C. I saved the most disturbing for last. Washington, D.C. holds an extremely troubling record. The highest per capita overdose death rate in the entire country. CDC data from 2023 shows D.C.'s overdose death rate, 60.7 per 100,000 residents, nearly double the national average. In 2023 alone, more than 400 people died of overdoses in D.C. The majority were victims of opioids, especially fentanyl. Here's the shocking part. D.C.'s opioid death rate has nearly doubled the city's homicide rate in the same year. And the crisis isn't equal. Over 80% of opioid overdose victims in D.C. are black residents, concentrated in low-income areas like wards 5, 7, and 8. This isn't just a health crisis, it's a crisis of social injustice. So why not Los Angeles or New York? Because the data tells a different story. America's drug crisis has either shifted or is hiding in cities we least expect. Phoenix represents the border crisis and meth. Omaha shows how drugs have infected the heartland. Washington, D.C. reflects a tragic system failure, where the nation as capital is also the overdose death capital. This is a reminder that addiction doesn't care about city limits or social status. And when we look at these numbers, it's important to remember, behind every statistic is a lost life and a broken family. What about your city? Or which other city do you think we should cover next? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like https://www.youtube.com/@digino-Sean and Raya. Share and subscribe. For more investigative content, see you in the next video.